Welcome back to What's in the Box. What's in the box this time is a 2022 Masters of the Universe Point Dread and Talon Fighter.
I put Cat Toad.
The mystical outpost and flying vehicle. The artwork obviously is just amazing once again on here. You got a little battle scene of so I'm guessing the Point Dread is the extra area that you can add. If you look here.
Oh yeah, it's on Castle Grayskull.
Yeah, it's on Castle Grayskull right there. And then it shows you right here that you can actually add it to the top of Castle Grayskull. So we might have to do that here in a minute. But yeah, you can hold the winged Talon Fighter. This is obviously a remake from the 80s version. Let's check out this vintage commercial.
Here comes Point Dread and the Talon Fighter, including adventure book and story record with sound effects. Action figures sold separately.
Let's hear He-Man and Skeletor on a Point Dread story.
I, Skeletor, will finally defeat He-Man.
I'll use a Talon Fighter to stop Skeletor.
In a flash, He-Man's hurled through space and time.
Surrender to the power of Point Dread's Talon Fighter.
You win, He-Man, but I'll be back.
Point Dread and the Talon Fighter with record and storybook. You have to put it together. Action figures sold separately from Mattel.
According to this image, you can fit 2 characters, action figures in there. And there you can see there's the Castle Grayskull, like with the Point Dread added to on top. So looking forward to that. Let's check out. We got a little.
Oh, it's Panther in
That's awesome. You got Tila on Battle Cat, and you got Evil Lynn riding Panther on a little side battle there. Let's see what's going on the backside here. Stratos flying around. That would be cool to just be able to fly.
Dragon Blaster Skeletor.
Where you see that? Oh yeah, here's all, just like they did in the old ones on the back of the cards,
Snake Face.
showing you the additional figures you can, let's get some light over here. Additional figures you can get. And then shows you all the pieces looks like it's going to come with.
Ooh.
And oh, I like this. Look, it's kind of like a turret. Like you can add blast enemies with the outpost cannon. Swap for radar dish to spy around the landscape. That's pretty cool. I can't wait to see what's in here.
And you can put the radar on top of your Talon Fighter.
That's true. It says right there. Yep, sure does. Put that right there. Awesome. Okay, well, are we ready to give this thing?
And you also have blasters.
You can put those on top. But I guess you can take those off and put it on the Point Dread for an additional outpost fighting area.
And it comes unassembled, it says.
Unassembled. And this is from Mattel.
Why is Zodak on fire?
Where? He's glowing. Maybe that's part of his powers. He like glows. I don't know. I don't know. If you know in the comments, let us know, super fans. But yeah, in honor of the new trailer dropping for Masters of the Universe 2026, super excited for that. But let's get this thing unboxed and let's see what all the pieces, how unassembled it comes. 3, 2, 1. And we're back with all the unassembled pieces.
That's the blaster part.
They weren't kidding. You got the handle here and everything's in
It's Point Dread.
multiple pieces here. And you can get a good,
His feet.
you look on the inside there. So, but yeah, that's what all the pieces come with here. You can see here. We'll get it all put together and we'll check it out. And we'll put a couple of figures in there. And so we can just check out all the fun details in a second. We're going to follow the instructions. We'll be back in about 30 minutes, guys. No, it shouldn't take. It's probably take about 5 minutes. We'll be back after these messages.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
And we're back. Check out Point Dread and the Talon Fighter. This is the first. There's multiple ways, according to the instructions, that you can set this thing up. You can replace the blasters on the top with a radar, right, to start off with. And if you want to detach it, Dean?
Get out of here, Cat Toad.
Just like that. But do you want to take it off the Point Dread so you can show them the handle? Ready? The whole thing. So you can detach the bird Talon Fighter. And it comes with a handle, just like in the original 80s there. And pull it back a little bit. There you go. But I love that that was part of. I don't think we had. I don't remember if we had this one growing up, but I always liked the fact that you can just grab it from a handle and fly around instead of, just holding it for having to hold your vehicle jets from underneath. But yeah, the stickers are already on there. If I remember correctly, you had to put on your own stickers probably back in the 80s. But yeah, these things snapped in. It took us about 5 minutes to put this whole thing together. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's show them the inside of the cockpit. Yeah, you gotta kind of pop it. There you go. So we were able to fit 2 characters in there. We put He-Man and Zodiac, and those are the ones on the cover, right? It's Zodiac. I think it's Zodiac, right? Anyway, so if you, excuse me. So yeah, if you take these guys out, check out the cool sticker details on here. You actually have some cool sticker weapons right there. You can use your imagination. You got the toolkit. You got the med kit, a fire extinguisher there. And they've got these cool handles here so you can lock up your figures on there so they can hold tight. And lots of gauges, all kinds of fun stuff. Cool detail in there and the sculpt in there. If I really digging this thing, pretty fun. And then when we come back over here to the Point Dread, you spin this thing around, and this is where you're able to see another control area. The detail there you can kind of see. You gonna pop that off? Yeah, you can pop that off and put like the radar or the blaster cannons on top there. Yeah, so there you go. I guess he sits up there. Is that how that works? Well, I want to say no. I think you're right. I think he is just kind of hanging. He's hanging there. Maybe, you know what? I bet you once we connect this to Castle Grayskull, this will make a difference. But yeah, this is the Point Dread, and you can put the radar up here, either one. But yeah, there's your little command center, and there's a little window there that can kind of keep an eye out from a safe. Just like that. Who's knock knock? Who's there? Yeah. There you go. Perfect. Good job. All right. Well, so that's pretty much it. And this is the base that connects to it. That kind of holds it all together. Keeps the Talon Fighter on there. But let's break out the Castle Grayskull and see how we attach that thing, the Point Dread, and see what it looks like in its full glory. Stay tuned after these messages.
After these messages, we'll be right back. Yeah.
And we're back. So you just attached the top piece of the Point Dread. Point Dread. What did I say? Point Dread. Point Dread on the top here. As you can see, that's kind of why we saw Zodiac just dangling.
I showed her how to dangle.
Because he was a little too tall on there. But yeah, you can do a few options here with the whole Castle Grayskull setup here. You can do the Point Dreads chilling on top. Just put the cannons on top there, right? With Zodiac. Well, he's still kind of short. I don't know how that works. It shows in the picture. Yeah, he still kind of dangles.
I showed her how to dangle.
He's still too tall. But yeah, just this piece kind of just pops off. And you can add that. Click that right into the modern Castle Grayskulls. And like I said, I don't really know how he's supposed to really fit on there. But there's that. Okay. I gotta look at the photos. Hold on. Let me take a look here. Okay, so really, this is just kind of the perch, an extra perch for the Talon Fighter up here, right? So you can keep that there. But what you want to do, so you can have the Talon Fighter either just hanging up there, or you can put the radar up here, right? But then for this other piece down here, let's see. Let's get it down. Let's get it down here. So, all right, Castle Grayskull, move you back. Talon Fighter sits over here. Perfect. All right, so here's this other piece that it comes with. This is the piece that you can attach. Yeah, so you can attach this right here. And then that's where he's at his little command post here. So you can kind of set that up off to the side there. Kind of like with the Roton, you know, kind of like an extra little side battle area there. Kind of just chilling over there, hanging out. While the Talon Fighter is off, flying off in the air, doing battle, you can stay here on the side at that. Or, you know, if you just want the Talon Fighter by itself. So it was kind of its own little playset in its own way. You know what I mean? If you weren't lucky enough to have the Castle Grayskull to attach it to, you could attach, this was your playset, right? Which way to go? Oh, you gotta put the Point Dredge up there.
Dredge?
Dredge, I said it again. Point Dread. This was your playset. There. And there. So, there you go. You can have either option. Either option there. Looks pretty sweet. I like the new Castle Grayskull. This was the one that came out in, I think, 2022, maybe? 2022? And did you know they made another one?
They made another Castle Grayskull.
They made another one, apparently. I was watching Pixel Band.
New one or like an earlier version?
Like another version of this for some reason. I don't know why they did it, but there you go. There's your Talon Fighter. Point Dread and Talon Fighter combination. And there it was, linking up with the Castle Grayskull up top. What do you guys think about this new, well, it's not 2, it's 2022 at this point, but what?
Things emerging from the castle.
What is it?
It's a bald orca.
It's a bald orco. Ah, who doesn't love good old orco? This is the OG one. Don't have a pull string or anything for him, but I need to get that original one. That was a sweet figure because he actually rolled around and moved and stuff. But sound off. You got anything else you want to say? What do you think about this, Dean?
I really like it a lot. This is probably my favorite vehicle we got because it came with Point Dread.
So what about this do you like specifically?
That it's a bird. There's a handle where you can carry it. It comes with Point Dread. You can attach it to Castle Grayskull. You can exchange it for the turret or the radar, and also there's just a lot of detail into it, and also his eye.
Oh yeah, his eyes are kind of
Gem.
Yeah, gemish, rubyish, to where I'm sure if you put a little crazy light, put a little light to it, Dean. Yeah, they're so cool though. But Dean, that was an excellent job of explaining that. You did it way better than I could. I spent like 10 minutes trying to explain this. You summed it up in 30 seconds. I think we're gonna let Dean take over these videos, guys. He's doing so good. You're doing great.
You to open up all this stuff.
Okay, I can definitely do that. But yeah, what do you guys think of this 1984 piggy bank too? I just got in. It's pretty cool. Little flat half back here, so it fits nice and snug against any kind of back post there. And then what is that? The hover bot. Very cool. Well, sound off in the comments, guys, and let us know what you thought of the Point Dread and Talon Fighter combo. Whoops. And we will watch you guys, or we'll watch you guys.
I'm watching.
All right, we'll catch you guys on the next What's in the Box?